Okay, wow, that was fast. Quick countdown because it is Black Friday and we have got a ton of things to talk about.
Right.
Rob, still in two locations. It's
Yep.
this week's edition of Deals Revealed. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving filled with family, friends, food, and time gathered around the table. You know, it occurs to me that that shared experience is why so many people choose to move into restaurant ownership. So today we're going to take that spirit, look at what the market has to offer. We're coming to you live on one of the biggest shopping days of the year. It's Black Friday, and I'm Robin Gagnon.
Hey, Robin. I'm Rob Morrison. Thanksgiving just behind us now. The leftovers are still ready for us at lunch. Now it's time, of course, to shop. And while some are at the mall, we are focused on opportunities that can truly shape your future. Buyers and operators who are ready to take that next step will find strong options to consider right here today.
Okay, we've rolled it out. Special Black Friday promotions featuring select restaurant listings at a range of price points, many reduced to $100,000 or less. The offers run today and into Saturday and even follow up with Cyber Monday. So for buyers watching the market closely, it's a clear window to step forward and explore these possibilities.
And we'll walk you through those listings. We'll highlight what makes them valuable in today's environment. We'll also share some practical insights on why these reductions can make a meaningful difference for someone ready to purchase and pursue ownership. So if you're tuning in live, please say hello in the chat. Tell us where you're watching from. And if you're catching the replay, type replay so we know you stopped by.
Okay, and we also have a full lineup of restaurant news, listings, and updates from across the industry. If you have questions along the way, drop them in the comments section, and we are ready to help.
So whether you're relaxing after a holiday or taking just a quick break from the crowds, stay with us. Let's take a look at the opportunities available right now, and let's get started.
Okay, the week's insights spotlight where guests are spending, what is influencing their choices, and how operators are responding as we head into the holiday and year-end season, with two strong trends shaping the market during this active period.
Sure. Let's start with one that we're seeing everywhere. We mentioned it before, Robin, the rise of warm comfort menus. Temperatures are dropping, holiday gatherings are picking up, and restaurants are leaning into that cozy and satisfying experience and the items that feel familiar but a little upgraded.
Listen, it's 25 degrees where I am today, so
I
I
noticed the
understand.
fleece. I saw the fleece.
So these menus are built around elevated versions, though, of comfort favorites. Think slow braised proteins, seasonal vegetables, warm pastries, and homemade sauces. Guests want food that feels grounding and memorable at this time of year, so less about novelty and more about those flavor profiles you trust.
Yeah, and that we look forward to. And for operators, the trend is about value. Warm comfort menus are often built on ingredients that are cost effective and easy to prep in batches, means higher margins and smoother execution. Smart way to control food costs in a season where labor and supply pricing can fluctuate just a little.
Yeah, so that takeaway is pretty simple. Guests are leaning into comfort. Restaurants that deliver it with quality and consistency are winning traffic and repeat visits.
And another insight this week that sounds pretty good focuses on something growing rapidly across the country. It is the rise of the everyday treat culture.
I love it. Everyone wants a treat, and this trend recognizes guests, they're just not waiting for special occasions to indulge. They want small, attainable treats built into their routine. So we're talking things like premium beverages, specialty dessert, crafted snacks, or unique grab-and-go bites.
And these categories are booming, Robin. Operators love it because the price point is friendly, portions manageable, and the margins strong. Sellers with a strong treat category are seeing better engagement and repeat sales.
It's a point of differentiation, right? When that concept becomes known for a specific treat or signature item, starts to build identity, draws new customers, and builds loyalty without major marketing spend.
So the big picture is that small ticket items can produce big returns. Everyday treats, creating habit. Habit creates long-term value for both the operators and for the buyers.
So from warm comfort menus to the rise of everyday treat culture, these are the insights guiding the restaurant industry this week.
Yeah, and they're showing real opportunity for buyers who are watching the market and for sellers who are building up that value. So, speaking of that, let's move on to the listings that stand out right now today.
Okay, so every week we showcase restaurant opportunities new to the market, whether it's fully equipped for quick entry or strong cash flow. But this week, a little special because we're doing top Black Friday listings priced to sell.
So, our first Black Friday highlight is listing 30062. It's in Pineville, North Carolina, represented by Justin Scotto. It's a turnkey restaurant listed at $99,000 with sales of $500,000. The location offers approximately 3,700 square feet of space at a monthly rent of just over $11,000. Current lease runs through February 25th, 2030, and there's a 5-year option, so added long-term stability there. It's positioned in a high-traffic dining corridor with excellent visibility, steady foot traffic, and a strong mix of local residents and office workers. Outdoor seating area there. It adds capacity and it broadens appeal for both lunch and dinner service. Kitchen, fully equipped with an 11-foot hood, a walk-in cooler, deep fryers, conveyor oven, prep tables, much more. Everything that you need to start operating immediately, and that saves significant time and investment compared to building out from scratch. The layout there, supporting a wide range of concepts, pizza, burgers, you could do Southern comfort like we were just talking about, Indian cuisine, even a sports bar, taking advantage of all the outdoor space. That flexibility makes it an ideal option for an owner with a clear vision. And what else stands out here is the combination of outdoor dining plus that full kitchen built out already in place, helping a buyer skip the heavy renovation phase and get operating sooner. So if you want to move quickly, hit the ground running, this is one to discuss. For full details,
Rob, I want to just interject there because I know we're going to tell everybody how to go and find all those Black Friday listings, and I want to keep going with our second feature. It's listing 26939 in the Crown Center area of Kansas City, Missouri. Tony Maselli brings a strong independent restaurant generating $450,000 in annual sales with rent at only $16.50 per month. It's a great option for an owner-operator who wants an established business with steady traffic and loyal following. Priced at $70,000, this one's an incredible Black Friday opportunity. The equipment package, big advantage. South Bend range, griddle, grill, true prep tables, troughs and coolers. The layout's efficient and built for an owner to step in without major changes. Sorry about that. The seller's also going to provide up to 2 weeks of training for a smooth transition, and team members are already in place. So if you need unsecured lending on something even this inexpensive, definitely check it out. It's listing 29639. Rob, tell us about our third listing.
all right, the listing number is 28079, and it's located in Harrison, Arkansas, represented by Team Tyson, and it's priced to sell at $48,000. It's a turnkey pizza restaurant, gives a new owner the ability to step in and operate immediately. Kitchen, fully outfitted with a pizza oven, cooktop, mixers, refrigeration, all service needed for daily production. No costly build out here or long preparation needed. The restaurant ready to go. Because it's an independent concept, there's no franchise fees or restrictions, and a new owner has full freedom to adjust the menu if he or she wants. Specialty pizzas maybe, wings, always popular, or expand into other high margin items. It's a flexible model, plenty of room there for creativity, and financing is available through lending partners who offer unsecured loans to qualified buyers. That makes it easier for someone to move quickly and take ownership without long delays. So for buyers looking for a simple, established operation with room to grow, listing 28079 is a strong option. For full details, click the red Get Complete Package button on the listing, and you'll be contacted by our certified restaurant brokers, the Tyson team.
I love it. So our third listing is number 28079. Is that right? Also represented by Team Tyson. Seems like it might be correct. Yeah. This
Yep.
one's priced to sell at $48,000. It's a turnkey pizza restaurant, giving a new owner the ability to step in and operate immediately. So let's show that one up on the screen, listing 28079. The kitchen's fully outfitted with a pizza oven, cooktop, and mixers, refrigeration, and all silverware needed for a daily production to push out those pizza. It's ready to go. It's an independent concept, so no requirements to do anything about, you can move super quickly and take ownership without delay. So listing 28079, strong option. Contact certified restaurant brokers Team Tyson. So 3 listings, 2 in Arkansas, but we just want to highlight the range of opportunities available on Black Friday from $48,000 to $99,000. So most buyers don't expect to have the opportunity to acquire a restaurant at these price points, Rob, but we have dozens of them. And here's how those watching can check them out. You ready?
Yes.
All right, head to our website, WeSellRestaurants.com. Look at the very bottom in the footer. I think we're going to show that up on the screen. You're going to find links to listings priced under $50,000. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's perfect. Also, Robin, links to those priced at $99,000, which is just incredible for fully equipped, open, and operating turnkey restaurants, and dozens more priced under $100,000. Really incredible pricing.
Listen, and Rob, if it's easier, so our website, that's one way to get right to these Black Friday deals, but if it's easier for our listeners to navigate to social media, they can also find links to each price point on our Instagram and Facebook channels. So check it out. Just visit WeSellRestaurants.com/Facebook or Instagram. Just put it in the search. Links to every price point are there. And the link at the top on our Instagram channel even has every Black Friday deals. So remember this one, it's blog.WeSellRestaurants.com/Black Friday 25, right at the top.
Yeah, we've made it very easy, very accessible to everybody. From great deals, insightful conversations, this week's Seller Insight, Robin, is focusing on something we have been noticing during our discussions with buyers, and it's all about simplicity. Sellers sometimes try to make their operation sound more complex than they really are, but buyers are looking for the opposite. They want clarity, not mystery. It's so important to understand why clarity creates confidence for buyers.
That is such a great observation because buyers, they're taking a look at these numbers, the processes, the staffing, and the equipment, but when something sounds overly complicated, they don't think it's impressive, they think it's confusing. And the quickest way to slow down a deal is to make a buyer feel like they need a guidebook just to understand how the business works.
Right. Our team has seen it so many times. When sellers simplify how they describe the business, buyers relax. They gain confidence because they can picture themselves taking over. When the explanation sounds overly secretive or complex, buyers start wondering if the operation is harder to run than they expect. That's one reason that franchise brands are so popular with buyers. They simplify. They follow the process of the brand, which works to convey that it's simple and easy.
Yeah, and the other side of this, sellers often work so hard behind the scenes, they forget these buyers are seeing these operations, Rob, for the very first time. So what feels normal to a seller, oh, I get up at 4 a.m. and then I do all this stuff with all the bread and, raise the yeast rises and all that. It sounds so complicated to a buyer. They're trying to picture their own routine. So this clear explanation helps buyers understand the business and feel very confident about stepping into ownership.
Yeah, well said. The listings that move quickly are the ones where the seller can easily describe the menu flow and staffing model and the daily rhythm of the business. When the operation sounds straightforward, buyers see value immediately.
So the insight this week for sellers is simple. It's really simplicity. Make your business easy to understand. Clear communication builds trust. Trust leads to stronger offers and smoother negotiations.
It's the KISS principle we all heard about.
Keep it simple, stupid.
This week, how about this? This week's Insights for Buyers, focusing on something that makes a surprisingly big difference during due diligence. Buyers who get the best outcomes are the ones paying attention to what we call transfer friction. It's the ease or difficulty of stepping into the business on day one.
Oh, so right. Transfer friction, it shows up in all kinds of ways. How easy the menu is to execute, how clear the staffing roles are, whether the seller has documented recipes, or even how organized the storage area is. Buyers, they're not looking for perfection, but they need to see that things will not fall apart the minute they take over the keys.
And we see it play out with equipment as well. A well-maintained kitchen, clear cleaning routines, say, and updated smallware all reduce the stress of the transition. When buyers walk into a restaurant that feels structured and manageable, they immediately picture themselves running it.
Okay, and here's the lighter observation. Some buyers walk in expecting a treasure hunt. They picture themselves uncovering hidden issues or surprise repairs. But the strongest listings, we tell them all, no surprises. Buyers who prioritize simple, smooth operations find that to be the most dependable value.
Strong insight. And building on that, buyers often get caught up in the bigger numbers, right? But the restaurants that create the best long-term outcomes are usually the ones with the fewest transition headaches. They have checklists and training systems, vendor relationships, and consistent processes ready to hand off, saving time, money, and creating confidence.
Okay, so the insight for buyers this week: study the transition, not just the financials. Look for good systems, clear routines, and organized operations. A restaurant with low transfer friction gives you a smoother start and stronger runway for growth.
That sounds good. All right, let's change gears a little bit here and talk about some of our featured sold restaurants. And we want to begin with this one. It's listing 29111. Listed for $629,000, this restaurant attracted some strong attention due to its positioning and performance and its overall presentation. The business delivered consistent revenue, came to market with a clean operational footprint, which made the buyer's transition, which we were just talking about, appealing. The buyers valued the strength of the location, the established customer base, and the ability to step into a well-structured operation. When a listing checks all these boxes, it moves quickly, as this one did. So congratulations to the broker and both parties on this smooth closing.
Love it. Okay, now listing 25844 was offered at $249,000. So this demonstrates how these mid-range listings, and this was offered by Steve Weinbaum, our certified restaurant broker, originally out of Atlanta. But these mid-range listings with solid fundamentals continue to perform super well. The restaurant came to market with good equipment, stable sales, and a layout that supported day-to-day efficiency. Buyers responded to the manageable footprint and the opportunity to build on what was already working. So with clear financials and a ready-to-operate setup, the match between buyer and concept came together quickly. So I have something to share about that listing. I actually sold it to the seller, current seller, about 7 years ago, and he bought it at a bargain, like very under market type of acquisition, and improved the operations, and then sold it again with We Sell Restaurants. So another strong result for everyone involved.
Wow, and look at the value he built into that restaurant. Well done.
Correct.
Yeah. Our third closing this week is listing 24121. It was listed at $165,000. And this opportunity stood out due to its affordability. The equipment package was great and obviously ease of entry. It was a great fit for the buyer who wanted a fast transition into ownership without that long startup period. Listings at this price point, Robin, often attract motivated buyers who want that straightforward path into the industry. This one delivered just that. The training offered by the seller and a ready-to-operate condition made it a great match for buyer and seller.
And that was Bernie and Emily out of Charleston, South Carolina. So
Well done.
Yes, 3 price points, 3 profiles for the buyers, 3 successful transitions. So each closing reflects the strength of preparation and the value of a clear, well-communicated listing.
And to explore current opportunities on the market or speak with one of our certified restaurant brokers, you can visit WeSellRestaurants.com. We are here to guide qualified buyers and sellers every step of the way.
Okay, and with that, all right, time for some more Black Friday hot listings, standout opportunities hitting the market, and with buyers active over the holiday weekend, the timing could not be better.
Yeah, and they already have some early interest, Robin. They're strongly positioned. There's real value here. So why don't you kick us off with the first one?
Okay, so our first Black Friday hot listing takes us to Phoenix with listing 25480, represented by Doreen Gorman. This beautifully designed restaurant listed for $90,000. Get that, Rob. It's doing over $1.1 million in sales, 2 patios, a modern garage door feature. I love that in these hot climates. Contemporary interior in a high-traffic North Phoenix corridor, full commercial kitchen, and build-out that are ready for concepts ranging from brunch to polished casual dining. The owner invested heavily in the space, but he hasn't been heads-on, which is a recipe for disaster in the restaurant business. Hands-on, excuse me. So creating a strong opportunity for someone ready to step in, easy access to Loop 101, parking in nearby developments. This one's positioned for growth, so for full details on 25480, visit WeSellRestaurants.com or connect with our franchise partner, Doreen Gorman.
Okay. The second Black Friday hot listing is in Uptown Charlotte, listing 28779. It's presented by Justin Scotto, priced at $45,000, generating roughly $500,000 in annual sales, sitting in the heart of Uptown.
Right? Is that pricing?
Can you? Yeah, I thought I was reading it incorrectly.
Yes.
It sits in the heart of Uptown, surrounded by offices and residences and more than 28 million annual visitors. Space is just over 2,000 square feet, seating 45 guests. Carries a well-priced lease there for such a prime location. The equipment package is extensive. Place is turnkey. Everything needed there for immediate operation. You could do fast casual, health-forward options. International cuisine could work there. So for full details on that, you can go to listing 28779, visit WeSellRestaurants.com, and contact Justin Scotto.
Our final Black Friday hot listing, I'm going to share it here, but it's definitely not all of our Black Friday listings. We're going to tell you more about that. This is Panama City Beach, listing 27647, represented by Jim Brocious. It's an independent deli, listed at $65,000 after a significant price reduction. Recorded on approximately $300,000 in sale, fully equipped, turnaround opportunity with a 15-foot hood system. That's big. Build out valued at more than $680,000. The streamlined layout supports high volume, and as an independent concept, that new owner has full creative control. The landlord is open to negotiating a favorable lease. Love to hear that because they often aren't. Steady local and seasonal traffic. This is a ready-to-operate opportunity in a popular market. So for full details on listing 27647, visit our website, WeSellRestaurants.com, or contact Jim Brocious.
All right, these Black Friday hot listings are highlighting strong value across 3 very different markets: designer build-outs, uptown visibility, and major price reductions, all on the table here for buyers ready to move. And that's not all. We have dozens of listings, as Robin said. So how do we find them?
Oh, it's easy. Head right to our website, WeSellRestaurants.com. Look at the very bottom in the footer of the website. You will find links to restaurants priced under $50,000. Also links to those priced at $99,000, plus dozens more. So right at the bottom of the website, there's all these wonderful links. And you know, Rob, it takes what, $300,000, $400,000 to build out a restaurant today? These are massive opportunities.
They really are, Robin. Sometimes even more than that, as you know. And it's easier to navigate to social media, right? You can find links to each price point on Instagram or Facebook channels. You can visit the We Sell Restaurants Facebook page with posts and links to each price point. Check out our Instagram channel, which also has a link at right at the top there to all Black Friday deals. The link is blog.wesellrestaurants.com/Black Friday 25, right at the top of that Instagram channel.
I love it. So visit those deals, but stay with us because there are more insights and resources ahead, including what sellers need to know as we approach year end.
Yeah. Hey, this is a great part of the show every week. Our core values and the testimonials that we receive. And this week, we're highlighting some client experiences where they already found their deal, they made the purchase, and are now posting Google reviews submitted by the satisfied buyers and sellers after a successful interaction with the franchise partner and a certified restaurant broker.
Okay, we're going to kick it off today in Michigan, where Gary and Mike Ely continue to earn strong feedback from their clients. Michael Yermian shared a message that says a lot in just a few words. He said, Gary and Mike are great to work with. The two are very knowledgeable and helpful in both the buying and selling of businesses. I still have a great relationship with the two and would definitely use them again in the future. That's it. Clear, sincere praise for this father and son team.
Yeah, that kind of trust really reflecting their approach. Gary and Mike guiding their clients with professionalism and consistency from the first conversation all the way through closing, staying attentive, steady, and committed, which is what makes a real difference for the buyers and sellers navigating through these important decisions.
All right, and we talked about a listing opportunity in Pensacola, Florida. Now we're going to talk about a Google review. It's Jay, who continues to be recognized for his industry knowledge. The buyer, John Dory, says Jay was the best! Exclamation point. He kept us updated throughout the due diligence period with checklists. He answered our calls and texts promptly. The closing process was efficient. We will definitely recommend him to anyone seeking to buy or sell a restaurant.
There you have it. Two brokers, two different markets, both delivering service rooted in trust, expertise, and care. These are the moments that reflect the core values behind our entire certified restaurant broker network. The core value is creating a customer service experience worth sharing.
And to every client that shares their journey with us, thank you. Your stories guide our mission, remind our team why that work matters each week. And that reminds me, there could be some folks listening interested in joining the We Sell Restaurants brand. Why is that, Rob? Take it away.
Well, for those in the industry, we're seeing a clear trend across the hospitality world. More leaders want a career path that uses their expertise without managing anymore those large teams or navigating the challenges of staffing. This is a low labor model. It's becoming the preferred choice for those who want independence and balance, and exactly why interest in the We Sell Restaurants franchise continues to grow. Lets seasoned professionals put their experience to work in a more simple and streamlined business.
It's interesting, right? Because most people don't realize how well their restaurant background prepares them for this brokerage opportunity. They understand people, though. They know operations and the fundamental drivers of a successful restaurant business. So those skills carry over naturally into advising owners and guiding decisions. The difference is that this model allows them to operate with one or two people, not 20 on their staff.
Yeah, operators, Robin, telling us they want more control over their time and a business that's easier to manage, right? This franchise absolutely fits that shift.
Yeah.
It blends industry knowledge, a professional service model. It's supported by national systems without the burden of hiring, scheduling, or overseeing hourly teams.
Yes, for those buyers and sellers who want a trusted advisor that understands their world, our franchise owners bring real operational insight, and that creates credibility from the start. So when you combine those skills with a low labor structure, the business becomes both efficient and highly meaningful.
And our certified restaurant broker training program and the Boss platform provides everything you need to operate confidently from day one. You have valuation tools, marketing support, deal management systems in a format that supports a simple operation rather than a large staff environment.
And we hear this from our franchisee, Scott Ruby, who began in the restaurant industry at 14, says his favorite part of moving into brokerage is doing work he enjoys while maintaining a strong quality of life. That balance, a major reason why professionals like Scott choose a low labor franchise model.
Yeah, the business also puts you at the center of a network of entrepreneurs, lenders, franchisors, and operators who are shaping the future of this industry. You become a trusted voice in your market with a model designed for efficiency and flexibility.
So if you want to turn your experience into a business built on insight rather than staffing, visit WeSellRestaurants.com/franchise to learn more.
It's not a second career, it's a path that elevates your knowledge into an advisory role with real influence and a low labor model that supports the life you want. From joining our brokerage to brands looking for assistance with franchise sales, that's all going on right here at We Sell Restaurants. All right, franchise resales, talking to brands, Robin. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so here is the strong trend that brands are realizing now, that making their resale process visible has a direct impact on growth. It's not about advertising a sale, it's about showing future candidates that ownership transitions are clear, predictable, and well supported.
And that level of transparency absolutely matters. Candidates want confidence that the brand will support them not only as they enter the system, but also when it's time to exit. When resales are structured, professional, and easy to understand, it becomes a real advantage during recruitment.
Yes, and these proactive brands, Rob, they're documenting the resale processes, preparing field teams to assist incoming buyers, and outlining how transitions are handled long before a store hits the market. Shows the entire ownership cycle is supported, not just that opening phase.
And don't forget about a financial benefit. Clear resale pathway helps maintain unit value and keeps current owners engaged. They know the brand is protecting their investment, which strengthens confidence and encourages reinvestment.
And multi-unit operators paying close attention to this as well, because they want reassurance that if they need to transition out of one unit while others remain stable, it can balance and improve their entire portfolio. So a consistent resale process builds builds trust and strengthens long-term relationships with single and multi-unit owners in your brand.
And lenders notice it as well. Banks favoring brands that manage ownership changes without operational disruption. Organized transitions reduce perceived risk, which can help qualified buyers secure faster approval with stronger terms.
And so the overall key factor here is that this is where We Sell Restaurants shines. We provide real value. Our certified restaurant brokers work in conjunction with these brands. We deliver professional valuations, manage confidentiality, and present resales in a way supporting the brand's long-term and short-term goals. That means consistency, stability, and confidence across the system.
So what's the takeaway here, Robin?
Okay, so the takeaway: visible, structured resale, strengthen recruitment, protect existing owners, and support smoother transitions. A brand that shows how it manages the full life cycle attracts stronger candidates up front, Rob, and builds a healthier system on the back end.
Whew. And I'm not sure, let me check. That brings us to the end of our Black Friday edition.
Wow, a lot of stuff. New listings, featured sold restaurants, insights for buyers, sellers, and franchisors. So if you're looking to buy, sell, or explore an opportunity in restaurant brokerage, we're here to help.
It's one of the busiest holiday weekends for real estate and business buyers. So if something here caught your attention today, now is a great time to take the next step. Visit our Black Friday specials, and we have several ways to do that, Robin.
Oh yeah, it's so easy. Head to our website, WeSellRestaurants.com. Look at the very bottom in the footer of the website. You're going to find links. On the far left in that first column, You'll see restaurants priced under $50,000, links to those priced at $99,000, dozens more priced under $99,000. It takes so much to build out a restaurant today, Rob. These are incredible prices and opportunities.
And if it's easier to navigate to social media, you can also find the links to each price point on our Instagram and Facebook channels. Visit the We Sell Restaurants Facebook page with posts and links to each price point, and check out Instagram, which also has a link at the top to all of our Black Friday deals. The link again is blog.wesellrestaurants.com/Black Friday 25, and it's right at the top of our Instagram page.
Yeah, because that's a mouthful to remember. So just remember, go to WeSellRestaurants.com and we can get you there. So if you enjoyed today's live segment, tap that like button and share this broadcast with anyone who is looking for a restaurant or thinking about selling one. Tell a friend about our Black Friday deals. It's the perfect weekend to explore options.
Sure is. And make sure to follow our page. You never miss a listing there, or an update, or a price change, or a new opportunity. It's all there. We'll be back next Friday with more insights and listings and more market updates.
Enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend, and remember, our name says it all. We sell restaurants.